Last time on the disastrous dating life of Diane Damone.
Anthony Russo.
Yeah, Diane Damone.
How would you like to have dinner with me tomorrow night?
It was one of the most romantic dates anyone's ever taken me on.
I noticed Anthony gave you cash instead of a credit card. Was it for drugs?
He bought dinner for the homeless guy out front.
Perhaps your luck has changed.
For the next several weeks, Anthony and I were inseparable. When we weren't working, we did everything together. And then the moment of truth came. Dinner with his mother at her house. I usually dread these moments, but I felt an odd balance of fluttering nerves and eager excitement. Kind of like those tense moments before having sex with the guy who just told you he has an extra appendage.
Anthony, I haven't seen you in so long. Why haven't you called?
Didn't you call her on the way here?
You must be Diane. I've heard so much about you. Oh, you're 190 pounds of nothing. It's a good thing I made food for 10. I gotta get a solid meal in you. And a breath mint. Oh, you're just so cute and you're Italian. Oh my God, I'm just beside myself with happiness right now.
Ma, would you give the girl a break? She just got here.
What? A mother can't fuss over her only son's new girlfriend.
How old did you say your mother was?
55, but she's had a lot of work done.
By who? Michelangelo?
Ma, you look great.
So who's hungry? I got prosciutto, gabagool, all kinds of cheese and crackers.
Cheese and crackers?
Ma!
What?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the can.
Don't forget to wash your hands, Anthony. What the fuck do you think you're doing?
My hands are clean.
Ne dubito molto che tu piccola sciatone.
Was that an apology?
If you think you're gonna come into my house and take away my son without a fight, you gotta be kidding me.
No one's trying to take your son away. We're just dating. Plus, why would I fight you?
You wouldn't, because I would end you.
Are you for real right now?
Fuck around and find out.
Find out about what?
Diane's great-grandmother's from the same part of Sicily as your grandmother.
Huh. Sounds like we have a whole lot to talk about.
And there was a lot to talk about. I just wasn't a part of the conversation. Anthony and his mom talked amongst themselves virtually the entire time, only bringing me in to ask how the food was or to be a tiebreaker on a topic they were ensconced in. Growing up, my mom always warned me about Italian guys because they hold their mothers on such a pedestal that I'd never be able to live up to them. I ignored the advice then, but it was hard to ignore the reality unfolding in front of me now. Despite having his own high-end pad in the village, Anthony routinely spent the night at his mother's house, so much so that we barely had sex. And when we did, it was always at my place.
It's every night, Anthony.
I'm not doing this again. Look, I told you, I'm not arguing about this.
I'm not trying to argue. I'm trying to talk to you.
He'd lay with me for a bit afterwards, then get up, put his clothes on, and leave for his mom's house. He said he couldn't get a good night's sleep anywhere else. It felt a little like being a hooker without the monetary exchange. And for a while, I kind of hated myself. Though the bad times were bad, the good times were fantastic. So I was determined to smooth out all the wrinkles in hopes that things might morph into some semblance of normalcy as we got further down the road. But hope can be a treacherous pursuit. From the moment he picked me up in his Benz, I knew Anthony had money, but I didn't know he had money. The jeans I thought he was wearing at the onset of this relationship weren't true divinity at all, and the simple, plain white t-shirt he was wearing wasn't plain at all. His wardrobe consisted of high-end designers that most people only knew of because celebrities wore them. I always considered myself put together, but around Anthony, I felt like the poor kid.
My God, you look beautiful.
That night we went to a house party at Anthony's friend's loft in Brooklyn. It was my first time meeting his crew and I didn't know what to expect. Though in hindsight, I should have. As it usually goes in life, those who have money surround themselves with those who have money. And Anthony was no exception. His friends were all filthy rich. Every one of them had some sort of business, investments, or old money that provided an extremely well standard of living. And that was all they seemed to talk about.
Bull, bear,
Yacht.
tax avoidance,
Monaco.
Voter fraud.
You don't belong here.
Why are you here? Maybe you're holding on too tight.
Maybe something's wrong and I want to fix it.
Some things can't be fixed.
Anything can be fixed if you put enough time into it.
How much time are you planning to put into this fixer-upper? A few weeks? A few months? A few years? Are you really willing to invest that much time into something that may or may not—
Shut up! Just shut up! Why don't you get the fuck out of here and just leave me alone already? My entire life is a wreck because all you do is contradict everything I want to do, and I'm sick and tired of it. Can't I just make one goddamn decision without any interference from you?
What the hell are you doing? Diane, where are you going? Hey, what happened there?
Oh, Jesus, Anthony, I'm so sorry. I just got so spooked because...
Because of what?
Because it's not working between you and I. There's just too many things that don't mesh.
Like what?
Like your relationship with your mother.
I told you I have strong ties with my family
No,
from the
this
beginning.
is so much more than strong ties with your family.
What is that supposed to mean?
Your mother still does your laundry, Anthony.
So you're jealous of my mother?
I'm concerned about her firm place in the middle of our relationship.
And that's the big thing, my mother?
It's your mother, it's your lifestyle, it's your friends, it's just all too much.
All right, and what about you acting like you're Little Miss Perfect? You're moody all the time, you're always starting fights when things are going well.
Going well?
You don't even connect with me during sex. It's like you're somewhere else completely. Christ, it feels like I'm fucking a couch. I'm sorry I said that. I shouldn't have said that. It just... This scared me. It feels like it's the end.
I think we both know it's the end.
Don't say that.
Yeah, but you just said you felt it, and I've been feeling it too. I just had to say it so we both could hear it.
So that's it? There's no discussion? There's no working it out? What about everything we've been building, Diane? You're just gonna abandon that?
I'm sorry.
The thought of no more us is... It's killing me right now.
We'll always have Joey Bagels. You take care of yourself, Anthony Russo.
You too, Diane Damone.